Hi guys, Mark here, and I'm in Anogia, Greece, just outside of Sparta in the Peloponnese, having a great time. And what I thought I'd do is teach you guys a little bit about branding while I'm here. Now, today's topic is developing a brand strategy. Now, the thing is, a lot of people think, oh, a brand, oh, that's just our name and we're done. No, guys, your brand is an experience. It's all the stuff that goes into what your product, service, company is. Now, when you're developing a brand strategy, there's a few things you need to do. But before we go through developing the brand strategy, you need to have three things kind of already finished in your mind, these kind of things. First thing is, you already have to have a business plan for your company. What are you going to be selling, what you're going to be doing, all these things. Because if you start to try to build a brand without a business plan, you're going to go all over the place. So it's good to have that business plan set in place beforehand so you know what it is what you want to do, and then you can build the brand to help build on what you want to get done. Okay? Second thing you need to make sure you have is make sure you have a lot of customer insight. You figured out, you really know your customers, you know what their habits, their purchasing tendencies and these things before you start building the brand, because you need to tailor it to them. And the third thing, before you even start developing that strategy, is make sure you determine the role that branding is going to play in your company. Because some companies, if you're sugar or gasoline, the branding part of it's not so easy because it's more of a commodity product. But if you're clothing or a food company or whatever, maybe those, you can use the brand to develop more value for your customer. Okay, how important is it going to be? So you kind of have those three things already decided before you start developing your brand strategy. Now, the actual steps to building your brand strategy. First thing you want to do is determine you have that business plan. Now, from that, determine your short-run and long-run business goals and how a brand can help drive to those. Okay, if we're looking at, we want to be, let's say we want to be the best car company, the safest car company in 20 years, 10 years. Okay, what do we need to do for our brand to get there? So we need to develop a safety image, we need to put in a powerful image, things like that, so people get a feel of what our brand is, that it is safe. Okay, so you have those. First thing is you set short and long-term business goals so you can make your brand build up to that. Okay. The second thing you want to do is conduct a stakeholder analysis. Find out the people in the company, okay, and what their positions are on the brand, what they think about the brand, what they think it should be. Because if you don't have people in the company believing in the need of the brand or developing the brand, you're going to fail, because everyone needs to buy into what the brand is, and when you're developing a brand strategy, everyone has to go along with it. So make sure you're talking to the important people to see what they're feeling on a brand strategy or what the brand should be, so you can integrate that in. Okay? The third thing you want to make sure you do, or the third thing in developing a brand strategy, is develop customer-driven segmentation. It's not just 15 to 20-year-olds or females. It's more like a more in-depth thing. It's female professionals that make between 50 and 100,000 euros a year with interests in hair care and ice cream. You get a better perspective on the things. Instead of like a broad overall idea of what a customer is, you have a much more focused segmentation. And a lot of times it's based on their purchasing habits and their economic, how much money they make. Okay, because you kind of mix those together so you can find your little group that you want to focus on. Okay, and also when you're developing that segmentation, you segment for the whole market so you can see what all the different groups are. Alright? The fourth thing you want to do is develop a brand vision that links your brand to the business strategy. Okay? A brand vision is basically a mission statement for the brand. And just like a mission statement, a brand vision is not for one specific product, it's for the brand in general. What is Sony's vision for all their products? Not just for a Sony Handycam or a Walkman. Hey, they don't make Walkmans anymore with the tape things. You got to be able to move on. So you get your brand vision, your overall brand vision, to kind of guide you where you should go, what products you should be in and not. And sometimes it helps with the brand to help kind of eliminate other products you might build. Okay? The next thing you do after you have your brand vision, develop a brand promise that will help translate that vision. What is it that means a Sony product? What does it mean to be a McDonald's experience? What all goes into that? How can we develop things that will fit in to what that vision does? Okay, how do we translate that into customer value? So, does that go into the uniforms we use? Does it go into the packaging we use? All these kind of things. How does that go into there? What fits in? That's why you analyze the customers, see what they feel about stuff, so then you can If they say, oh, well, red is a powerful color, then we should be red because we're a powerful company. You find these things out, okay? And that helps you develop that brand promise that will translate to the customer's value. What they want, you're going to be giving to them in your promise, okay? So you know, oh, if I buy an iPod, if I buy an Apple product, I know I'm getting something, you know, that looks really cool, cutting edge, and I'll be cool for having one, okay? Now, the next thing, number 6, develop brand positioning, okay? With this, you have your positioning maps. Look at all the competition. Where are they? Is someone already in a niche or not? You know, you have your customer mapping, and we have another video on that. You look at the map and say, okay, where aren't people? Let's find our niche. So you do your position to find your niche, and you focus on that. And when you figure out your niche, that's where you start building up. You know, you find more associated images, the things that customers identify with that niche. You start putting that into your brand, into your products, into your services, into your presentations, all these kind of things. So you fit in to that niche that you found. Okay. And the 7th thing, the last thing about developing your brand strategy is develop a delivery mode for your brand promise. Develop something so people will know what they need to do in order to get your brand across. That's why you have those booklets that say, okay, how do you introduce people at McDonald's? You go, I mean, I've been to McDonald's around the world, obviously, okay? It's the same experience everywhere you go because they develop a book that says when people come in, you smile and say, good morning, welcome to McDonald's. So you have that, so you can have that McDonald's experience everywhere. And for a lot of companies, you need to write it down. You put it down. What it means to have a McDonald's experience. What does it mean to have a Hard Rock experience? You write these things down because you may know what kick-ass service means, but thing is, my definition of kick-ass service and yours may be completely different. So you want to make sure you have these things written out so it can be passed on to other people so you can help them make sure they're doing the same thing to develop the brand that you are. So it's consistent all over, and you build that brand so the customers get that same experience again and again. Okay? So I hope that helps you with developing a brand strategy. If you want to learn more business, there's more business videos or see stuff about Greece or around the world, come check us out on our website, www.woltersworld.com. Bye.